systems offline.
Slights.
All right. Do you see the glint?
Yes.
You see the glint?
No.
So 200 meters away, you can't see the glint.
Well, to be fair, I was also using a
Just make sure we're not.
time for. Do you see the glint
Yes,
clearly, or is it dim?
it is
Dimmer.
pretty clear.
Okay. You still see the glint?
No.
You don't see it. Okay, so if I'm looking at your ship, you don't see it. Tell me whenever you see it.
There we go.
Okay,
So I'm a few degrees off from my ship. So if I
as soon as you enter into my vision at all,
uh,
you pretty much. As soon as you enter into my vision whatsoever, in my scope, you see the glint.
right.
So let me see.
Yeah, it shows
Maybe
up in my
if we-
peripheral. I don't think they have anything for that. So as long as I'm within, as long as you're within the FOV, I should see it.
Yeah, hold on one second. I can't. I can't see. I've never had to actually do this before, but where is it? Actually, I had to wipe my visor. So it is actually affecting.
It does
All right,
affect
so
visibility, yes.
and the cold also affects how much.
Right.
Maybe not that. Maybe not that much. Maybe a little bit more than I thought. Okay, yeah. So whenever you're cold, you're shaking a lot.
Right.
All right. So there's that. So okay. So the only one you don't see is the ×4 scope as of right now, until I can check to see if it's ×4 or if it's just EEOs
Okay.
don't have scopes or don't have shines. Because if I hope it's just all EEOs don't have scopes. That'd be nice, because then that would help save a little bit of trouble.
Well,
All
Yeah,
right,
I have
think
a, I
4
have
is
a E.
acceptable for a bit.
all right, go ahead and hop in your ship for a second. Look towards me. Make sure you're up in the air. We're gonna make sure this is like a cop, like you're flying. All right, and now you're gonna give me a second because I can't see again. Okay. Okay. Tell me, do you feel this?
Shields hit.
That hit my shield.
So that's just hold on.
Yeah.
It's really hard. I'm shaking a lot.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me get you. Let you in real quick, and then we can contender.
Yeah, because I'm 34 degrees Celsius, 33 degrees. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting hypothermia. So just in 1 second here.
You know, Papoose is Papoose.
So any cold or hot planes definitely have to worry about the environment. Figure out a way to get around that.
Well, assuming that we wear the environmental suit, and if we're far out enough, then preferably it won't be an issue.
The environmental suits kind of, how would you say it, stand out like a sore thumb because they're a giant orange marshmallow walking around.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could always bring that origin bike. I think you sit inside of
Excellent.
it. Yeah, I don't know if elements affect you in that.
Well, it's also grav bike, so like you hit one rock, you're suddenly 100 feet in the air. You're super obvious.
Well, they fixed that sort of.
Come on, keep us-
Alright, give me 1 second.
Dude, that's so annoying. They introduce a mode called where it's grab bike racing, and when it works, it's a lot of fun, but it never works because every time you try to go around a corner, you're 40 miles in the air and you have to wait 5 minutes to reach the ground, and it pisses me off. Like, in what sci-fi universes do grab bikes work like that, where they're basically ships?
I guess.
Alright, let's do this second test for Zero, see if this works.
Just realized I've never tested this before. Can you land on top of space stations?
You get stuck.
Alright.
How far out you want? About 100 meters?
Yeah, that works right there. We're about.
See, even her man is watching
60.
baddies where I'm telling you, it gets hilarious.
Ready, and.
Shields.
Did it hit you?
That was shields only.
Alright. What about that?
Shields again.
Alright.
Want me to drop shields?
Are you using ballistic sniper rifle?
Yeah, I was using a scalpel. Go ahead and drop your shields
Okay.
for a second. We'll see if your shields are down.
Shields
Down.
offline.
Wait for him to go complete. And dead.
Alright.
Just
Did
hit
I hit
my
you?
nothing. Hit my windshield. Nothing.
Windshield?
Nothing. Just windshield.
Windshield?
Yep.
Windshield. Yeah, so you cannot do damage to someone, you'll do damage to the vehicle itself and not the individual. Zero.
Alright, are you getting hit markers too?
Yeah, I'm getting hit markers, so I can tell
Okay,
you
so that's what that is, okay.
Yeah, so you're hitting the ship and not him.
Alright.
Let me go in your ship, Zero.
Yep.
So I can, 1, get that from you, and 2, so I can warm back up again.
Alright. I could go down into this valley a bit,
Landing
and
gear
then
raised.
that would give us a better line of sight. About here or so.
How much longer until you guys are done?
Well,
Almost
we're
done.
finished.
Alright.
Alright, how far are you?
Little
About 200 meters?
Head out, yeah, head out like 200, yeah, 200 should work.
Alright.
What is this ship anyway?
C1.
Oh. I don't think I've actually ever seen a C1 before.
They're very pretty. Kind of, not great for cargo, though.
This is actually the bomber variant, this is the A1.
This is an A1?
Yep.
Engines offline.
So check, see this little,
Yes.
right up here? Open that inventory. There's optics in there, sniper rifle, ammo.
Okay, so
Alright.
EO5.
You might want to move a bit off of the A1, because it does give a bit of light pollution.
I thought what we could do is we could just like pick up newbies and let them join in the gameplay to show them what it's like being in large groups, because it would probably be easier to get them to join along.
3. Alpha ammo.
You there, Braxis?
Huh? Sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking what we could do is, people are kind of ignoring in general. I mean, global. But if you like tell them that they can join along on missions,
Not
and
gonna
it's for
grab the
gameplay, and they
AOC
usually
just
say
yet.
yes.
I'll come in a minute.
Okay.
So
What'd you say?
I'm just kind of waiting for those guys to finish.
So, what do we want to do? Like an ERT loop and do the full spectrum fighters, big ships, reclaimer?
Yeah, we can do that. I have a C2, and we can get some of those guys, some of our guys in light fighters.
Yeah. I just bought a reclaimer so I can follow the group in that.
Check out
So,
the 16.
I'll do the cargo, have like 2 guys in light fighters, and you do the salvage.
Sure.
5.
And we'll just forget that mining ever existed.
Shit.
That would be too much
wait,
for this
still an
smaller
extra
group.
update. Alright.
I'm gonna get the Perseus, but I don't know like how useful it'd be for daily use.
Let me get out of the ship.
No, just in general. Do you see a flash?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, you do see a flashlight?
Yeah.
Well, let me get
It's a
away.
little tricky to see with. I do see it from 0. Okay, I see you.
You do see it
Yep.
reflecting off you? Okay, so 0, 4. So 4 times scopes don't have a reflection. But 8s, 16s. So I'm assuming then probably the lower ones probably won't have reflective either. Times 2s and times 1. So I'm gonna say everything from times 4 down doesn't reflect, and 8s, 16s do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of useful.
I would probably say at this point, if you're ever doing something on the dark side of the planet, you're probably better off running it 4 times because this gives you away so bad.
I mean, how obvious am I? Far from my pure white body.
Actually, I don't really. Well, you also. This is also a white planet.
Right. I
And
could
it's
leave the
also
party
hard.
just so you don't see my marker.
Leave party because that kind of gives you away. I was gonna say you can't really see you.
Hold on one second. I gotta hop back onto your ship.
Oh yeah, if I didn't know where you were.
Okay, yeah, I see the
All
glint.
right,
So, glint makes it super obvious. But other than that,
Yeah.
like if you see like on the 1x, well, this is more for 3x, I believe. But I only see you once I know you're there.
Oh,
See what I mean?
so you could barely see.
Yeah, I
so
see the
4
outline.
times.
I have to
4
know
times
you're there,
might be the
essentially.
best. I could see your silhouette and your armor. I can see you leaning.
Okay, so
I wonder if 4 times at night would be the best. Because think about it, if you're infiltrating at night, they probably don't see you anyways. You could get a lot closer to use the 4 times.
Right.
that's true. So all right, so we'll say nighttime runs. We do the 4
Fishy.
times.
Like,
We can probably get away with the. Let's head over to the bright side of the planet just real quick to see how noticeable it is on with the scope for like reflective. Because if during the daytime, it might not be that noticeable since the sun's out. I mean, it's still a flashlight, but it might not be nearly as noticeable.
How far is that? It's about 120 or so, I believe.
But yeah, 150 meters.
Okay, so.
No offense, Ross, but I'm gonna ride in the ship so that I can walk around it, so I can adjust
Yeah, no
my
worries.
and see.
who is group lead?
Oh, sorry, I'll send you one right now.
Oh yeah, I need back into the party, so
I need party
can
invite
follow you
too.
around.
Okay.
All right.
Are you in Pyro?
Yes, sir.
I'm at Pirate Gateway and Stance inside. MIC2.
Okay.